things. We're going to talk about the distance between points today on a coordinate grid. Okay? The good thing about 6th grade is you just have to find the distance of a straight line. When you get to 7th and 8th grade, you got to start finding distances of diagonal lines, which is a little more complicated. Okay? So I just want you to watch up here, and then we're going to do a couple activities. So if I have a point here, okay, and then I have a point here, and I've got to find the distance between the 2 points, okay? I could just count, right? I could. I could go from here to here. So I start here, this is like your 0, and I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So the distance between these 2 points, we would call it 6 units. Okay? And units is kind of a tricky word. In this case, it could be just, units could mean spaces, 6 spaces away from each other. Or if it's like a real world problem and you're talking about walking around a town, it could be 6 blocks. Okay? But units in this case are that these 2 points are 6 spaces away from each other. Okay? Now, if I'm going to go from this point to this point, okay? This line right here represents what? 0, right? So this point to 0, I again would just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 units from 0. And then from 0, I got to get to this point, which is 2 more units. Okay, so the distance between those 2 points
is 8.
Would be 8 units. Good. Okay. Again, we're going to do one more. If we go from this point all the way down to this point,
Oh, jeez.
okay? We can count from this point down to 0. So we're here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 3 units to 0. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from 0 to this point
8
is 5 units. So together from this point to this point is a total
8 again.
of 8 units. I didn't mean for it to be that way. Okay, so you can visualize it like that. Okay, if you just take each point to 0 and then add them together. Okay, or you can simply just count. Okay, don't make it harder than it has to be. Where if we start here and we're trying to go here, you can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
I don't care which way you do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That
you
way.
can just
that
count.
Was easier.
Okay, but sometimes you'll have a graph that doesn't have all these little squares in it. So it makes it a little more difficult. Okay, so if I have a coordinate plane,
It looks like crosshairs.
and I have a point that's right here, and a point that's right here. And I need to find the distance between the two, okay? It doesn't have my little grid squares in there to count, right? So you can count by your little tick marks, right? Or, what's my ordered pair at this point? We go over 2, up 1. So this one is 2, 1. What's my ordered pair here?
Is down.
Over 2,
2, down 2.
down 2, negative 2. Okay? So, if I look, my x coordinates are the same, right? So nothing changed there. So I have to find the distance from 1 to negative 2. Well, I know to get this one down to 0 is 1 unit. And from 0 down to here is how many units?
3.
No.
2.
Because we're down to negative 2, which is 2 units. So the distance between my 2 points
Is 3.
is 3 units. Okay? Make sense? Because you're going to have to do this on your activities today.
Okay.
Okay, so you can count. I don't care.
Do we have